Going on to you, Leo. So you have the Seven of Cups, the Temperance. You have the Five of Cups, Three of Wands, the Two of Cups, the King of Wands, the King of Swords, the Star, the Two of Wands, the Sun, which is Leo. So you did show up in your own reading. And then you have the opposite zodiac sign of Aquarius. So I'm seeing that a lot of you Leos have a lot of options that you could pretty much pick from. A lot of you Leos' mind is very much so free. You're not really tripping about who likes you and who doesn't, and all of this type of stuff. A lot of you Leos' mind is very much so free. Everyone, I ain't gonna say everyone, but almost everyone is a potential person that you can date. Whether it is that you know them personally or you don't. You're just not limiting yourselves at this moment. So the Temperance now represents your mind isn't really being bounded anymore by thinking that you have to go through the difficulties and the ups and the downs of other people, because you really don't. That's one thing that a lot of people end up really getting twisted, is the Five of Cups. The idea that they're trying to push emotional blackmail onto someone else, trying to guilt trip them, shame them into doing something, when that's trash. Because you know what I mean? Like this idea that you have to do something or whatnot, stick it out, gut it out. It's like, wait, hold on. You don't have to do anything that you don't want to. And this idea that these people thought when they were coming to you that they would blackmail you into being in a relationship with them, when they would just use you for cash and prizes and all that other type of trash. Obviously, it didn't work. And they feel stupid because of the fact that it didn't work. But for the most part, do you think that they're going to actually change? No, because I'm not saying all the time, but on a normal case-by-case basis, people who are delusional like that, unfortunately, they don't change. So the Three of Wands is about how you Leos are seeing your own future being much better than being with them. So that's exactly what it is that you Leos done and are doing now, currently. You're out here looking for somebody else, better quality. You're not really sitting back thinking about them anymore. And the Two of Cups represents, yes, to date, to get to know, to really take seriously. But as of right now, obviously, you're just getting to know people. You're not necessarily technically with anybody. You're just dating as of right now. But the King of Wands now represents, but anybody that's going to give you a difficult time, you're obviously not going to have around with you to continue to get to know. A lot of you Leos will decide to leave them alone because you understand that you don't have to put up with this. And yes, that's very much so true. You don't have to participate in people's nonsense. And that a lot of you Leos have participated in people's nonsense for a very long time. And it really is simple. You just stop doing it. So the thing about it is that the King of Swords is about, again, your mind being free. No one can emotionally shame you into any of this stuff, because ultimately you don't feel shame because of this situation, and you shouldn't, because you're actually doing what you're supposed to be doing. You're maintaining your own dignity and self-respect by not putting yourself up there on the chopping block. So the thing is that the Star is about how, since this is the case, those people hoped that you would. And to be quite blatant and honest with you, Leos, there will be more people in the future that you happen to run into that will think of you as being stupid to try to get you on the chopping block to buy all, to provide them with cash and prizes and stuff like this. That's just how it is. That's just how a lot of people are coming these days. A lot of people are coming from the perspective of, you need to offer me something and I don't need to give you anything. It's real delusional, but that's how a lot of people are. And the Two of Wands is about how, since this is the case, you know, they'll approach you from that type of mentality, but, you know, and they're going to try their hardest. You have to be prepared, Leo, because what I'm seeing is some of them are going to be very attractive. Some of them are going to have a good mouthpiece on them. They're going to know the cool thing to say, the thing that sounds good, because they spent a lot of time sweet talking a lot of people. But it's BS at the end of the day. And then the sun, the sun represents how, again, this is you seeing a lot of the games, or may not even necessarily seeing a lot of it, but knowing that something's off and going on about your business. But for some of you who don't know that there's anything wrong, listen to your gut. If you experience something wrong with this, then 9 chances out of 10 there's something wrong. And it means that you should either take a break from them, right? Don't see them for a little while, or stop talking to them just in general, right? Don't talk to them at all anymore. So let's clarify the King of Swords. So to clarify the King of Swords, we have the Four of Swords, the Queen of Cups, the Eight of Cups, and the Two of Pentacles. So to clarify the King of Swords, the Four of Swords is ultimately about how this constant interaction where people are trying to parasite off of you, that's going by the wayside. You're not dealing with that. The Queen of Cups is about how, but people are going to sweet talk you, right? So they're trying to leech off of you, right? Be a parasite, but act like they're providing you with so much value. That's dubbed. That's all of that is finished. All of that is out of the window. The Eight of Cups and the Two of Pentacles, because you're going to be able to see right through their nonsense. They don't provide any value. And if they don't, they have to go. They have to go. So let's clarify the Sun. There is nothing cool about being a lovable loser. There really isn't. To clarify the Sun, we have the Nine of Wands, the Strength, which is Leo, so you did show up here, but it probably would represent them, the world, and the Four of Cups. So again, they're going to tug at your ego. They're going to, some of them may even tell you, all right, they give up, and, they'll do whatever it is that you want, and they'll be a good person to be in a relationship. All of that type of stuff is a lie. They're using your ego. They're using your ego against you. They're trying to. They're making an attempt to. But a lot of you Leos, especially if you've been over here, this is the type of place that you'll get exclusive information from. But especially if you've been over here, you'll know that's not going to work, because they're lying when they do that type of stuff. That's just to get you to be caught up in the idea that you're in control, when in actuality, they lie to you in order for them to get you to think that somehow they're going to listen to everything that you say and they'll submit, when in actuality, they're working against you behind the scenes to bring you down, because they have to get revenge, because the fact that you put them in that position to even have to say that. So they're going to be on some revenge type stuff. But the World and the Four of Cups is about how you Leos see that, and a lot of you are not going to go for it, right? At the end of the day, what reigns supreme is the effort that the both of you put into a relationship, and they're not it.